how a man can damage psychologically by simping in marriage. That is going to be today's topic. How a man can damage psychologically by simping in marriage. If you are following my video, the most recent one title was How a Man Can Turn Simps in Marriage. And I described the word simps in that video. Let me just refresh your mind. A simps is a slang used to describe a man that display excessive attention or adoration or care to a woman in a return of sexual favor or romantic relationship. That is how simps is described. But today, the topic is slightly changed. It's slightly different. I'm going to discuss in detail how a man can actually damage psychologically by simping in marriage. Before I move forward, let me just explain stages of marriage. You know, you as a man, with the exception of some culture that the parent of the girl and the parent of the boy come together and arrange for their children marriage. They call it arranged marriage. With the exception of that, usually the process is you as a man, you see a woman that you are attracted to, call attention, say hello, and it starts from there. You start having conversation, and later go on a date, and eventually you start dating. Dating process is a way of trying to understand each other to see if is this kind of person that I want to live my life with or procreate with. That's what dating is all about. To try and understand each other, and indeed it is. During this process, you as a man able to demonstrate that you are the right man for her. Whether that means you have your boundary and stick to it, or you are a good leader, or you involve in some activities that she find attractive, or generally your lifestyle that you live make her feel I can procreate with this man, I can make this man my husband. That is the quality you have that result you marrying that person, or that convince her that you are the right man for her. So now, as usual, you get married. Now you're not living together. You're not living under the same roof, cohabitate, and live as a union. So what happened then is that due to women nature, sometimes it's not like intentional. Women are naturally try to test their man in some way. They test you. Maybe let me just give you for example. Maybe you marry a wife that is very proactive. She like planning ahead. For example, every weekend she cook that will serve the family for the rest of the week. Just say for example. And she'll be doing that for a while. But as time goes on, that dynamic change a little bit. Instead of her being proactive, she intentionally not to do that. Husband, please, could you go downstairs and get me some onion or get me some potato or whatever she might be asking for? You say, yes, why not, my sweetie? Then you ran downstairs, you went to the shop and buy those stuff and bring it in. And the reason why the reason why you probably be doing that because you want peace, you want her to be happy. Because there's an adage that say happy wife, happy home, which I don't believe, but that is what they say. From there she start. The next day, she asks for something, you respond. She asks, you respond. Trust me, before you know it, she's already controlling your emotion. Now, gradually, you are moving toward that simple zone, which is a rest zone. That's the way I can describe it. Once you are in that zone, meaning you are under control, they should control whatever you do. From sending you to go and buy some few stuff for cooking, she will now say, okay, you like to go to gym too much. You want to spend some time with us. You need to spend some time with family at home. You say, okay, darling, that's fine. You reduce it from maybe like 3 days a week to 2 days a week. From 2 days a week, gradually it's eroded and you no longer go to gym. And that's one of the qualities she sees in you that make her marry you. Or if you tell her like swimming or you like jogging, you like anything you were doing then that make her feel this is my right husband. If you stop doing those things, meaning you change, you no longer that man that she married to. If you start to set boundary and stick to that boundary, now you're moving it, you don't really have a boundary anymore. Women are not attracted to men that have no boundary. Women that can't not attracted to men that can't lead. Women need a leader. Trust me, it's attractive to them. Once you are now lose yourself, for you in your mind, you are doing the right thing. You try to please her, you try to make her happy, so that to keep that whole happy, everyone, maybe there's kiss involved. For you, you are doing the right thing in your mind. And keep on going like that. But one thing we don't know is that once you are simping, you are now in that simping zone. Simping is not only just the quickest way to divorce, it's also the quickest way to a mental health hospital. Yes, simping can get you psychologically damaged and you end up in a mental health hospital. That's how bad it is. If you don't got control of yourself, if you don't got a control of what you do, then you are simping. You just go with the flow, whatever she said. And women don't like that. Women sometimes don't do this intentionally. No woman want to just say, okay, let me destroy my husband. No, it's their nature. Once you start falling into that trap, keep going and going and going and going until you are not who you are. You are not that man she married to. And she doesn't want that man that you have now. That is when divorce beginning to happen. And that time you've already damaged. And you work so hard to make sure that family stay together. But because of your bad decision, that family you so dear to you, that's so dear to you, you might end up losing it. Not that you're losing it, you might even lose yourself. That is how a man can damage psychologically just by simping. And this is where you can avoid it. It can be avoided. How will you avoid it? This man already agreed to be your wife, meaning she's in love with you, meaning she wants you. When things change like that, maybe she planned ahead, she's a woman that's so proactive, and she sent you a message that you were not really expected. You know what you will do? Go to that message, come back, call her later and say, look, what happened? Usually you are in control of this thing. How come you forget everything and you asking me to go and buy this thing downstairs or wherever the stuffs are? Communicate with her. Say, look, let this be the last one. Pull yourself together and let's live the way we've been living. What you have done there is that you put it back to the way it's supposed to be. You will think she might say, oh, why you do like that? You are doing the right thing. She will come to her senses and say, this is right. So when things change, try to figure out why is it changing. If it's not changing for good, address it and make sure you sort it out immediately. Believe me, your marriage will stay for a long, long time just by doing that. Um, in my recent video, I made mention of my very good friend. His wife ended up divorcing him. It's not because of his fault, not because he did something wrong. His wife did something wrong, and still he decided to apply. She decided to apply for divorce and divorce this guy. And he was my colleague slash friend. We used to work together. So what happened now is that the guy was unable to come back to his senses. He couldn't handle it because they got 3 kids. So when the divorce happened, the lady has to take over the house and the kids. So from the beginning, she was allowed the guy to see his kids. But as time goes on, maybe she was in love with someone else. He stopped the guy from seeing his children. So that really destroyed him from inside. And then I used to call him, as I said in my previous video. But later he ended up in a mental hospital. Till today, he hasn't recovered. Majority of men that went through divorce don't recover. The reason why they don't recover is that what happened during the marriage. Now they see that then I can't keep thinking about what happened to them, and they regretting it as in pain, and they don't. Some of them can't even recover in their lifetime. So we have to try and avoid this thing from the beginning. I say no when it's right. When things are changing, try to understand why is it changing and address it immediately before it's too late. That's how to control marriage. And women like men that are in control. Women like leaders. Women like someone that has a boundary. Women that don't like men that with zero boundary. No. So it's me done today. I just thought I should just give out this quick video, and if you benefit, look, this video is not just for men. It's for women as well. Women that watch the video, you have uncle, you have brother, you have nephew that might benefit from this video. So share. Let them hear my opinion on how to avoid being psychologically damaged during marriage. Let them hear it. It's not against women. It's just my idea of make sure families are kept together and how to avoid disaster. That's what this video is all about. So subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, we'll be putting in several videos of this nature going forward. Subscribe, share if you can. If you are experienced, if you are in married now, or you are about to get married in future, or if you experienced marriage in the past, leave your comment. Tell me what happened during the marriage, and I will share mine with you as well. So leave the comment below and let us talk about it. Until then, have a nice day. Take control of your marriage. Hope it work out well for you.